can free them. Free me.
Sinner's Sacrifice for Redemption is an action-packed role-playing game that sends players on a journey through a decaying realm in order to defeat increasingly powerful demonic opponents. The game is inspired by traditional boss battlers and modern skill-based action RPG, but also adding gothic anime graphics and terrifying horror storylines. Adam, the protagonist, is a lone warrior afflicted by a muddled mind and a forgotten history. As his country, the Kingdom of Cavernous, languishes in sacrilege, he is pulled to this fascinating location by secrets and danger.
And you will pay for your crimes, sinner!
Welcome, Miss Lilith Blood.
GrimGrimoire OnceMore is a new take on the traditional strategy game set in the famous Silver Star Tower. The tower carries the promise of unfathomable power and knowledge, but it also hides enigmas, animals, and ancient energies. Lilith Bland must negotiate the tower's dangerous halls and rooms using her wits, daring and strong spells, while fighting nefarious forces plotting against her. As they lead her, they watch the breathtaking display of her spells, unleashing terrible strikes and discovering the mysteries beneath.
You look disturbed. But don't worry.
And also attended a birthday party for a dog.
Ocean's Heart is an action RPG that blends pixel graphics with adventure. Telia, little girl, sets out on a mission to find her absent father in a mystical realm. The game leads players through a submerged kingdom where they can shape the destiny of the globe or focus on their own quest. The universe is full with hidden mysteries, side quests, and old enigmas. Players combat enemies with various weapons and spells, and collect things to brew potions, improve weapons, and extend their arsenal. The game provides players with a unique and retro-inspired experience.
And you end up stopping our theft. And the secrets of this...
We train. We fight.
Death's Gambit Afterlife is an expanded version of the original 2D RPG action platformer with more than 20 levels, Metroidvania, character classes, incredible bosses, heroic mode, non-linear exploration, character customization, alternate endings, crafting, and an evocative score. To battle the monsters of Cyrodiil, players must learn precision combat, employing multiple weapons and skills. The game includes 10 new stages, over 30 new weapons, 5 new monsters, and technical improvements. Xenon Valkyrie is a roguelike platformer set in the bowels of the moon, where players must stop a terrible witch's evil ambitions. The game boasts vintage visuals and high-quality chiptune music, and players may level up and unlock the Valkyrie's incredible skills. With over 100 things to uncover, several bosses and monsters to defeat, and RPG aspects, Xenon Valkyrie will keep you entertained for hours. The classic chiptune soundtrack complements the game's retro design, while the severe difficulty and permadeath feature bring an added element of thrill and intensity to the experience. Serial Cleaners is a top-down stealth action game set in 1990s New York, in which players take on the role of a mob murder scene cleanup. The goal is to remove all traces of the crime while keeping the area clean and avoiding detection. In order to achieve over unpredictable conditions, players might prepare precisely or rely on rapid reflexes. Serial Cleaners enables players to choose between 4 distinct characters, each with its own set of talents, presenting fresh opportunities and strategies. The backdrop of the game is primarily influenced by 90s cult films, creating nostalgia for a simpler time. Featuring the Diabolical Mind trilogy, an exciting mix of Xenon Valkyrie and Riddled Corpses EX, explore King Dusgar's dungeons and vanquish his henchmen. Choose from 8 different heroes, each with their own set of attributes and skills, and join forces in local cooperative mode. Procedurally created dungeons and evocative chiptune music complement the twin-stick shooting action perfectly. For global accessibility, the game has been translated into 4 languages. Explore the legend of Dusgar, a once feared monarch who became an evil creature. The room suddenly trembles, shattering the light bulbs into bits. A strange occurrence is occurring just beyond the walls of your chamber. Armed solely with your intellect and bravery, you warily enter a world populated with bird-like animals and presumably terrifying furniture monsters. Creaks, a compelling puzzle adventure game, is developed by the same team that created the critically acclaimed indie titles Masharium and Samarost. This game captivates players with its stunning hand-painted images, careful animations, spooky noises, and varied original soundtrack performed by Hidden Orchestra. Dawn of the Creatures, a manga-inspired side-scrolling kaiju beat-em-up game, takes place during a catastrophic conflict between huge creatures known as Nephilim. Players take control of 4 huge behemoths: Megadon, Agagius Prime, Tempest Galahad, and Ganira, each having their own skills and play styles. They complete over 35 tasks in destructible, real-world locations. Players may use DNA augments to improve their monsters, unleash devastating rage attacks and cruel executions, and team up for 2-player co-op action. Mankind's fate is determined by their ability to endure the dawn of the monsters. The Entropy Centre is a puzzle adventure game that defies time, allowing players to control items in reverse and conquer challenges. Players must solve puzzles to reach the center of a massive space station circling Earth, where humanity's final chance rests. As the Earth approaches an extinction-level disaster, players are left alone as the only survivors. The fate of the Entropy Centre is hidden inside its depths, and players must discover the truth about its impending collapse and the end of the world. Nexomon Extinction is a vintage monster-catching game with a new plot, amusing characters, and over 300 distinct Nexomon. Players join the Tamers Guild to restore balance as strong tyrant Nexomon battles for control of humanity and creatures. They set off on a journey to collect and train 381 Nexomon from 9 distinct elemental categories. The game encourages players to shift the tide of the fight, pit their talents against other Tamers and Tyrannies, explore varied locations, and immerse themselves in Nexomon's world. Riddled Corpses EX is an 8-bit type and 16-bit type twin-stick shooter in the arcade style. Players must carefully select their characters, each with their own set of powers and special goods. The game has a fast-paced, engrossing gameplay with 60 frames per second frame rate. For added excitement, it includes a 2-player local cooperative option. With 6 characters, each with unique attributes and abilities, players may tailor their playstyle to their tastes. Players may compete on the internet leaderboard and enjoy high-quality chiptune music. The Last Campfire is an epic adventure that takes players on a quest to discover hidden riches, build unbreakable friendships with varied personalities, traverse the unknown, discover their full potential, embrace change and development, find meaning and purpose, and triumph. The path entails delving into one's soul, making friendships and alliances, and confronting problems straight on. The path also entails accepting change and progress, enabling destiny's transforming power to shape one into the person they were always destined. The Soul Flame is a 2D puzzle platformer in which players use their soul flame to unleash incredible abilities and explore the frightening afterlife. Slowing time and striking crystals allow players to unveil the secret power within them. They must also travel through time and space in order to discover Kai's link to another soul. Players can gather essence to get access to ancient relics and improve their powers. The game has a dreamy graphic style with magnificent environmental backdrops and hand-drawn images. Owlboy is an immersive platform adventure game set in a captivating sky world where players can soar freely and gather allies to confront numerous challenges and tough opponents. Otis, the protagonist, is a silent owl who encounters difficulties from sky pirates and monster-infested ruins. The game blends action and adventure, with a unique combination of flying and platforming features. The capacity to carry anything is a prominent feature, with Otis recruiting pals as gunners with unique talents and tales. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome.